Everyone, hello, good morning. It's Rita from MISSRITA to the rescue. Good morning. It's time for is it Thursday already? Yeah, the Thursday edition of Cricut Chat. Good morning to all my friends. Let's see, I'm going to say hello to, I see Dawn with an E, and Gloria, and Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Louise. Hi, Lori Joe. Barbara, Colleen, Gloria. I said Gloria, Diane, Stowell, Karen. I didn't see Karen. So good morning. Hello. Small group this morning, but that's okay. We're going to be doing a really fun project today. As per usual, we're going to be making a card and we're going to be using all of the fun stuff. We're using uh, this is iron on. It's actually glitter, black glitter iron on, smart iron on. And beneath it is sparkle paper, which if you don't have sparkle paper, I'm going to offer some opportunities to swap that out. And then on the inside, where's the inside? We're using vinyl to put this Cheers Witches on the card. I started this off first using like some patterned paper, but then I realized I really need to use my sparkle paper. So we're gonna use some different colors there. You can swap this out. Obviously, I used smart vinyl and smart iron on, but if you don't have a Maker 3 or an Explorer 3, the regular stuff will do. And you don't even need to use iron on, but I love using iron on paper, and so I wanted to show you that again. I know I've shown it to you before. So let's get started. You like to use it too? Me too. Hi, Elizabeth. Happy Thursday. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Susan. Louise. Hi. Hi, Phyllis. Good morning. And Gail and Shronda. Good morning. What a pretty name. Hi, Pat. Oh, yes. You're right. So Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out. I think it's this weekend. And I read, because I'm local to Salem. In fact, I'm right one city over in Peabody, Massachusetts. And we have our share of witch stuff, but not nearly as much as they do in Salem. And when the first Hocus Pocus, which stars Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and that girl Sarah Parker, Sarah Louise Parker, I think. Forget her name, but that movie was filmed. The first one was filmed in Salem, and it's become a cult favorite uh, all over, but in Salem especially, and as has Bewitched, because Salem is it's actually historically the place where the witches were tried and hung during the Salem witch hysteria in 1692. But they've turned that around, and since 1988, I think, they've been doing a month-long celebration. It's now expanded to all year long, but it's a month-long celebration called Haunted Happenings. And on Sunday, on the Salem Common, they'll be showing Hocus Pocus 2 for free outdoors, and also Haunted Happenings Marketplace, which I am doing this Saturday, is on Saturday starting at 10 and going till 9. I won't be doing the whole day, but I will be there under my friend's name, Create and Escape. So if you are local and you're planning to come visit me at Create and Escape tent. I don't know where my tent will be located because it's going to get assigned that morning. So this is the first time that I've done a show in almost 20 years, I think. Isn't that crazy? Maybe it's more like 15. Yeah, it's more like 15, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to be bringing along a lot of card decals, and I'm making some cards. I don't think I'll have nearly. You should be deprived, Shirley. Hocus Pocus is like the best movie, and I guess Hocus Pocus 2 is filmed a lot in Rhode Island, but Rhode Island's kind of like a mini Massachusetts anyway, and they probably had a hard time getting into Salem because it's gotten really crazy over there. So anyway, it hasn't so much here in Peabody. We've always kind of been separate from haunted happenings, but and I have avoided Salem during the month of October for many years, but now I'm going to brave it so that I can meet some of you and have some fun, maybe sell a few things for my friend Wendy, that kind of thing. So anyway, so today we're going to be doing, let's have a look at our canvas. Today we're going to be doing this really adorable card that I put together. It is from Rob and Bob. They're kind of like my favorite card make. Well, my favorite image makers right now. I do still love like Anna Griffin and Leah Griffith and stuff, but I do love Rob and Bob. So then they have the best Halloween stuff. So that's what I started with, and then I made a few changes that I'm going to tell you about. Okay, so where do we find this? Did they stop burning the witches? They didn't burn them in Salem. Come on, get with the program, gal. They only pressed one. um you can't make any more. They only pressed one with stones. That was Giles Corey. He actually resides in Peabody near Crystal Lake, which also Crystal Lake has a very interesting origin story. Crystal Lake, if you remember your Halloween trivia, was the lake that Friday the 13th, Crystal Lake is Friday the 13th, this situation, the location. And the story goes that the people that wrote the Friday the 13th, the first movie, were from Peabody, and they named it Crystal Lake after our Crystal Lake. And there was indeed a long time ago, a man that they think was kind of like a hermit kind of a man, was disfigured and lived at the lake and was caused a lot of trouble, which is why it got a bad reputation. It has nothing to do with the movie Friday the 13th, but really, it's really just interesting. So you used to live in you went to Salem all the time. No hanging, or they did hanging, but no burning at the stake in Massachusetts. So anyway, and they actually they'd forgotten they used to have this place called Gallows Hill, which was a park. But that's where supposedly they hung the witches, Gallows Hill. But they ended up doing some kind of some archaeological exploration of where the actual hangings took place, and it wasn't really at Gallows Hill. It was near it, but it wasn't at it. So anyway, a lot of history there. A lot of history here in Boston or north of Boston. So if you ever want to do a trip, my friends keep telling me that we should have a in the spring, maybe like April or May, we should have a little conference. I don't know. Would people come? I don't know, like a little Cricut conference. If we planned it well enough, people could come, and we could rent some like rooms to do our cricketing in. I think that would be fun, but you guys let me know. Anyway, so this is what I use the Smart Iron-On. I got it when it was on sale at Cricut, I believe, and Cricut.com. So if you check out some of their sales, you can really have fun. I'm also going to be using my Cricut mini press, which I love, and we're going to be using some vinyl. So we're going to use transfer tape, and again, I mentioned sparkle paper. So let's so this is this is sparkle paper. It's actually not paper. It's really rather thick, and you don't need to use this, but I really liked it. And I also cut out a few patterned pieces of paper that I thought, well, maybe those will work too. So we'll have a look at that when we put these together. Now, where did I find this image? You think so? You would come? You would come, Christiana? Oh, I would so love that. I would so love it if you guys could come for, like a 2-day thing or something. Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay. So, where did I get this image? So, I'm going to go to images and I'm going to image sets. And then I'm going to put in the name Rob. Ooh, look at this. This looks like my RBG, my Ruth Bader Ginsburg collars that I did. All right, so Rob and Bob. And we're going to go to, I think, the best of Rob and Bob. Yes. There's so much in this image set, and I believe it's sort of down here quite a ways. Let's have a look. There it is. And so we're going to grab that. And let's just add it to the canvas. Okay. So it just comes in rather plain. So we have to, whoop, I'm having trouble selecting it too. Okay. It comes in rather plain. So we're going to have to, all right, what's going on here? I'm having trouble. We're going to have to resize it, but I'm having trouble resizing it, folks. Let me try that again. So go to image sets. We're going to type in Rob. We're going to go to the best of Rob and Bob. Going to scroll and we're going to choose this image, which is, I don't even know what the image is called, Bewitched card. And then we're going to add to canvas. Now, for some reason, it shows a full card, but it doesn't give you that card. So, and I'm having a hard time with my computer right now. So I'm just going to pretend like this is the image. And of course, this is going to be, it's already in the Cricut community under my profile. So I wanted to just remind you that the Cricut community is out there and we're doing a community challenge. Yesterday's project was about the challenge. And if you want to have something be in the community, make sure that you go to your profile. I'm going to show you mine. I got there by clicking over here. And now you can see there's my profile and here are all the projects that I've shared. And if you can't find the community project, it's right here. It says image for community create project. And as you know, yesterday we did this card, which was part of the community create challenge. So you'll just know from here that I did tag community create and I used this image, which is hashtag M28048194. That is the community create image that you need to use, either all or part of it, or do whatever you want. Okay. But the goal is to get as many people submitting to all the various groups. My group is called Cricut Chat with MISSRITA. Come and join. And it's a fun group. It's on Facebook. And sadly, this is just for Facebook this time around. There's just way too many. There's just way too many moving parts until we can get it all right. So there you go. Anyway, let's go back to the canvas. And here is the image. So let's just ungroup it. So I just made a quick card. And then here's the image, and you see it's very detailed, especially in the corners. And then I just added a square here and unlocked it and made it 5 by 7, I believe. 5x7. Yes, because I love my 5x7 inch cards. And is this 5x7? No. You know what I did? I actually made the card 10x7, and then I made the layers underneath it 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay. And then I also found this Cheers Witches, which I'm going to cut out of vinyl. Now, I'm going to cut these out of vinyls, and I'm going to cut the top thing out of iron-on, and they are both the same color. So one of the tricks that I use with this is I change, because I want to cut one vinyl, one iron-on. So you can do both iron-on or both vinyl if you want, but this I'm doing one of each. So I'm going to go and change the Cheers Witches to a different shade of black. That way, when I go to make it, it's going to appear on its own mat. And here is this one going on its own mat. So as you guys know, I like to do things in quantities. So what I'm going to do is do this as without the mat. Look, I did 4. Let's do 6. 6 would be nice. And then here you go. I always kind of separate them a little bit. And actually, you know what I do is I give myself an extra inch or so that I can move these all into their own little spaces so that it makes it easier to weed them out. Now this one here, we're going to cut out with iron-on, right? So we're going to mirror it. And then we are going to choose without mat. And you will see that it is mirrored, and now it's all appearing on the same screen. The mirror is not super important with this one, but we'll do it anyway. And then the last 2 pieces, here's just a plain card that has a score. And you can use 8.5 by 11. You don't need to use orange. You can use any color. And then here is our sparkle paper. Now, I'm not really sure, but I think I could probably get, let me see if I can move. I want to check because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this. But I want to use up my sparkle paper in like appropriate way. And I'm trying to see if 3 will fit, but nope, it won't. So I guess what I'm going to do is cancel and go and do this again, all over again. So hit make it. And we're going to change this. I think we said 6. We change this to without the mat, right? And then here also without the mat. And then we mirror. So you can see this is how you could sort of mass produce your cards. Oh, Mom's good. She's still, she's recovering from COVID. She is she's doing fine. She approached me yesterday and said, "I need to talk with you." And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" Thinking like it's something wrong. And she said, I'm not doing enough." And I said, "What? What do you mean you're not doing enough? You just had COVID." She goes, "Oh, but I didn't do the move. That was, I said, "That's Teresa. That's Teresa. Teresa does all the moving stuff. This is her world. We just live in it." She's so bossy. Anyway, so for the cards, I found these 2 things that I thought would be kind of cool as well. So this is holographic foil paper, and this is true brushed paper. So I want to show you where you would find these, okay? I got my maker on, but it's saying connect. Why is it taking so long? Not sure why it's taking so long. Anyway, yeah, she is very sweet, but she was thinking she was going to have to move. Now, I don't know where she got that idea because that she was going to have to do like the lifting and everything. And I don't know where she got that idea, because the last time she was incapacitated, she had fallen and hurt her wrist. And so she didn't have anything to do with the move the last time when she moved from New Hampshire. And Teresa micromanages her. So she comes over a lot more, and she does all kinds of things. And that's why I love my sister. Okay, so not really sure why it's taking so long to connect my machine. I wonder if it's trying to connect via Bluetooth, because it's not Bluetooth. So I think what I'll do is hit cancel and continue and try that. My machine is on and it's taking forever. Okay, well, since we are live and I don't want to keep you waiting too long, let's go ahead and put this together. So again, here's the card. Actually, there's two. So this one I started off with some patterned paper, and I thought it was going to be kind of cute because it said witch, like witch hazel, but I think it gets lost on there. So I switched to the sparkle paper like this. And yes, indeed, you can iron on to this sparkle paper. So let's have a look at all that we have. So here is an image that I cut out the image that I cut out using iron on. Here's another one. I'm just going to show you that you will need to weed it. It's really sunny here today. Nice weather. So you will need to weed it. And there are some pretty detailed things, especially up here near the candelabra, or the whatever you call this thing, the chandelier. But so be careful when you're weeding. And then here you go. There's some of it, and I'll just weed this part here. And when you are weeding this image, whether you do it in vinyl or iron on, you have to take special care of the corners here. So you see here, these corners have some pretty detailed things. Now, if you don't like this, you can contour out these things, but I think it looks really special, so I'm going to use them. But I need to make sure that I weed this entire chandelier, which is what I'm doing. Just like that. Oops. The thing I like about using iron on something so intricate is with iron on, you if you accidentally pick something up, then it still sticks to it because it's still kind of sticky, you know. So these are very chic witches. So they're wearing high heels, boots probably, right? It's very interesting the number of assumptions we make about witches, and there are indeed people that consider themselves witches, and it's such a very I think some people, especially people of faith, have a little bit of trouble with witches because there are actually several there are several mentions of witches in the Bible. And so for a long time I was like, ew, I can't believe that I live near witch. And then I got to know some, and I'm like, they're not anything like what I thought they were. So keep your heart open, you know. There are a lot of people. I remember being in the hospital for a test one time, and Laurie Cabot, who is was, I think she's still alive, but she's older. She's the official witch of Salem. And she was in there in the hospital, having something done, and we had a nice chat. And after that, it was like, yeah, witches are people too. That might be a good little thing to put on there. Anyway, on your car decal. Anyway, I'm a little stuffed up today because I think that we're getting our seasonal, like the fall pollen and stuff. So here it is, all done up. And I'm just going to take away these little pieces that are extra here. All right. I don't know what's going on with my design space because it's still saying waiting. Isn't that weird? So we just won't pay attention to it. I don't turn off design when I leave. I just leave it open, and that causes problems sometimes when I have an update that they want you to do. So there's that. Now here's the vinyl piece that I cut from Smart Vinyl in black. So here I'm just going to weed that. That's for the inside of our cards. All right. Do I have another one? I have to tell you, I've told you this a couple times already. Whoops, I got this backwards. I'm falling in love with Smart Vinyl, and whoops, except for that, I do need that little star there. Come on. Oops, my star. Well, I don't think anybody's going to notice if the star's gone. So I'm falling in love with this Smart Vinyl because it's so easy to weed. And it just makes it joyful to use. I don't have to put it on a mat or anything. So here's my card. It is 10 by 7, and it has a score line here. Now you could do these with, if you say you have a joy and you don't have the scoring ability, you could do these with your personal trimmer. Or you can just make it on your machine. It's up to you. And then here are some pieces that I cut out so you can see. So these are some of the great colors that are available in sparkle paper. Look, even green, silver. This is sort of a pink, but I think we'll use this purple and green. Let's do that. And then I also cut out, as I said, I cut out a few pieces of patterned paper, but I ended up going with that sparkle paper. I really liked it. So we're going to make 2 cards, and I actually have 4 cards to give away today. So from let's see, from Facebook. Oh, Gloria. Well, you know what? You know how I do it? I love to Cricut, and I eat really well. I eat really well, like spinach. I eat spinach in the morning. My house always smells like cooking vegetables, which isn't always pleasant, but I don't know. I just get up every day and do it. I love being busy, and I love having different things to do. Okay. So, oh, you got it on sale? Delia deserves one, and Pat, you also deserve one. Who on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, tell me that you want to be picked, and it's Shirley who's here will pick. Let's pick Delia because she's had so much trouble, and so we'll definitely pick Delia, and then Shirley, if you could pick 2 more people, that would be awesome. So here's my cutout, and I'm going to take this piece. It's sparkle paper, as I mentioned. It's very thick, which I like, and I'm going to put it on my Easy Press mat. Now, when you're using an Easy Press, even the mini, you need to protect your surface. If I were to use this straight on this, it would warp. And I know that from experience. Okay. So I am going to turn on my mini, and it has the cradle. So put it in the cradle until it heats up. And then I'm just going to double check my iron on, make sure that doesn't have any little bits. I have some here, so I'm just going to kind of remove them, so I don't want it to land on my design. Okay, so I'm going to iron this onto the paper. I set it for medium. Now, if you don't have a mini, go get one because they're awesome. No, you can also use your home iron or your Easy Press, whether you have the original, the Easy Press 2, or the Easy Press 3. And so, there you go. You've never won, Pat? Pat, you can win. You can be a winner. Pat McCullough from Facebook. Okay. So we got Delia and Pat McCullough. And okay, see ya, Bren. So we're still waiting for our mini to heat up. Maybe because it's fall, everybody's kind of, that's why my computer or something is having a hard time. But see, I'm going to match this up like this. So I trimmed off the corners. Now my Easy Press is ready to go. So I'm just going to make sure that the iron-on covers the whole bit of sparkle paper. There we go. And I'm going to start. It's all heated up. Again, I put it on medium. And I'm going to start moving it around. I'm holding it sort of with my fingers on the left-hand side. And there we go. Yeah, so Mom's doing good. I went to the cancer center yesterday and met with the doctor. And I started this new medication a couple weeks ago. So they did labs, and my white blood cells, my red blood cells. I got a whole lesson in that. And the red blood cells are a little low, saying that I was anemic. And I said, well, what can I do to change that? And she said, really nothing. It's a sign that the medication is working. And if it dips too low, so, I have to go there every couple weeks. And so if it dips too low, they'll reduce the medication or something like that. But I feel really good. I'm not tired. In fact, I was really tired the first few weeks. I think just from the levity of having all those tests and everything, and getting used to the shots and stuff. But I'm starting to feel like my old self again. I actually am walking great. I haven't needed to use the cane for, I don't know, the last 3 or 4 weeks. I don't have any pain while walking, but I do take it easy on myself. I don't like lift things like I used to, or I don't like I don't what's the word I'm looking for? I don't push myself. Um, and I won't start swimming until next week again because I'm getting ready for it happening. So I can't get to the pool. Now, okay, this is hot. So you probably want to like move it aside. That's why we're doing 2. So we can do this one. I've never sold my cards. And so I'm at a little bit of a loss for what to sell them for. Like I was going to sell them for like $5, but then Santo said, no, you should probably sell them for a little bit more than that. And so I wanted to ask you guys. So sparkle paper is, oh no, Gail, no. Yes. Get yourself one of those little walkers that has the brakes and the wheelies. Like those old-fashioned walkers are so ugly, and I see in my mother's complex, I saw so many people using those little walkers. They have a seat on them and they have storage. I bought one for mom last year, and she really liked it when she was getting around the community. So I don't know where it is at, but she doesn't really need it in the house. So maybe my sister just hasn't moved it over. You think $5 is a good price for a card? I'm not going to charge you guys, but I mean, like, um, I I figured at Haunted Happenings that I would have some of these cards, and I didn't know what to sell them for. I've also been cutting out a lot of decals and car decals and stuff, because really the primary thing there is to sell create and escape signs. But I wanted to do some things because I thought it would be fun. Okay, so here is the first one we did. It's now all cooled. So let's go ahead and take that off. Whoa, I love the green. Don't you love the green? And look at it on the orange. Oh my gosh, really pretty. So let's see. Charge more than $5? It would be a giveaway? Yeah, you think? I don't know. If this goes well, I can go back on a few other days. So, I mean, this was really last minute. My friend Wendy, I love her to death, but she's not like a very uh way ahead of time thinker. Like she's a super businesswoman, but she does not, like, she's always so busy that she doesn't like think of things until the week of, and then she's usually scrambling around. So, and she's actually not going to be there this Saturday, so I'm going to be there with Santo and Owen. And what I'm doing here with my True Control knife is I noticed a few doggy hairs that are appearing underneath, because I don't know, because I have 3 dogs that shed, 3 corgis that shed a lot. And so I'm just looking at it, making sure I get rid of all of the hairs. Let's have a look at this one. I love the green. Oh, I got to do more green. I think that's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach it to our card. This is our card, very plain. We're going to put this on the inside, so we need a little bit of transfer tape. Here's my transfer tape. I only need a little bit. I can actually turn off my mini. It would turn off for me, which I really love, but I don't need it on anymore. So let's go ahead and do the inside of the card. Oh, that's a good idea, Pat. 650 or 2 for 10. Yeah, that's a good idea. How much for the decals, though? So the decals that I'm doing, like this one here, it says I'm crushing this wicked witch thing. I don't know. I was like, for me, I'm like, I haven't done a show in so long. And when I did do shows, when I had my soap business, I was always too low priced. I mean, I did well, but like I always felt like, and that was years ago, 15 years ago. So I sold my soap for like $4 a bar, which it was great soap. Nowadays you can't get homemade soap for, I usually get it for like $6 or $7, sometimes more. Look at that, isn't that cute? Let's do the second one. I think also, if everything goes well and we're not totally, I think so. I think the green is best. Yeah, so this is transfer tape, and because this is vinyl, I need the transfer tape. But if you're using iron-on, you don't need the transfer tape. It kind of comes with the iron-on. And I could have shown you that, but my computer was messing up, so we will just do this part and see. All right. There we go. So there are the insides of our cards. Now I'm going to take a little double-sided tape and I'm going to put it on the back. By the way, because my mother was like, you didn't do all those stamps and mailings without me, and she had COVID last week. So I haven't sent out anything from last week. Or if you win today, I probably won't send them out until like Monday because she's still getting better from COVID, but she's still, tired, and I don't want to push her too much. And Owen's gone to school, although he did have Monday off, Yom Kippur, and I was taking him to a doctor's appointment, and so I used that opportunity to ask him about his new school, and of course he regaled me with all of the things that were wrong about the school. Like I was like, "How's the food?" And he goes, "I'd say it was subpar." And then he said, "What did he say? A lot of processed food." And then I said, "Well, how are the bathrooms? How's this? How's that?" And he didn't have anything really great to say, but he said it with a smile on his face. So I said, well, it doesn't sound like it's a great place then, And he said, no, Mom, I love it because it's exactly the slice of life that I was looking for. Isn't that hilarious? I thought that was so funny. It's a slice of life that I was looking for. And I don't know, just because he says, there's just so many different people. And at his old school, I don't even think they had girls there because it's not that it was an all male school. It was all kids that had IEPs. And unfortunately, when young girls don't often get, diagnosed because people just attribute it to being shy or something like that. So he always was with boys, so it felt like a boys' school. I know Owen has great insights. He's funny, but he was like saying all these things about the bathrooms and how the whole city, the whole, because it is a very old school, hasn't been updated. I mean, they update it, but they have to do a brand new one. It's been open since the early 70s. Anyway, so look, here are our two cards. Now, one thing I did notice is that there's no stars here. So, and there are two here. So I might go and put a couple of little gems on there to indicate like a witch's brew. But aren't these the best? So who won? Delia. Um, Delia, and from Facebook, I already picked a name. And who all else won? Don't remember. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Jamie. So these are really fun. I love the green. I'm going to use more green when I make them, I think. And also remember, you don't need to use iron-on. You could certainly use this, which is vinyl. And you could put this on there, but I like the iron-on, so I figured I would do it with this one. Isn't it great? So who are our winners? Who are our winners? Oh, the hurricane still. So yep, sparkle and glitter. Um, Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm trying to figure out who the winners are. Listen, if you're a winner, if they called if Sheila, not Sheila, Shirley, if Shirley picks okay, Delia, Pat May, and Betsy D, and then the person that I named on Facebook, which now I can't remember because I have chemo brain and I have very short-term memory. So anyway, what you're going to do is if you won, you're going to send me an email, okay? Like an actual email from like Google or Yahoo or something. And you're going to send it to MISSRITA to the rescue at gmail.com. Try not to send it in Facebook Messenger because they get lost. Okay? And when you send it, tell me what's going on. I love to hear those messages. And then don't forget to give me your full name and address. And then tell me what you won because I have here comes Ina now. Nana.
Yeah.
You coming to say hello?
Yeah.
Here comes Nana. Is coming to say hello. She's coming over. But you're not on camera, so don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
You want to say hi?
Hello.
Hello. Say hi to Babs. There's Babs. Can you say hi, Babs? She's been asking about you.
Hi, Bab.
Yeah.
But I'm not feeling good.
No.
No.
What? You still feeling kind of tired?
Well, I couldn't catch my breath.
Oh, well, we gotta. Oh, Leslie says hello. Christiana, Babs, Barbara, Gloria, Susan, Erin, Colleen. Look at all these friends you have, Mom.
Oh.
Nancy, Marsha, Deb, Jamie, Ardeen, Shelly, Gail. Oh,
Hello.
hello. They're all saying hello to you, Mom. Sherry, Delia, Eileen. So they're all here this morning. And
well, I couldn't catch my breath today. Just recently.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Having COVID, it doesn't go away just in a week. That could be it. But I haven't heard you coughing.
No, I didn't cough. I just couldn't catch my breath.
Oh.
That's why I come down here.
Oh, okay. But
can you know what to do?
You clearly can catch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you just had a little bit of panic or anxiety. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get together and do some work. We're going to do these cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Maybe make you some breakfast. All right. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Say goodbye, Mom.
Hi.
No, say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I said it twice.
I know. Oh, I thought you said hi the first time. You said goodbye?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Everybody is wishing you all kinds of love and yeah. Yeah, but you're good now. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I messed up the days. Tomorrow we're doing something, Happy Halloween banner that's made with like dripping red vinyl that came in the mystery box. So here it is, sparkle vinyl. Oops,
that's a whole month away.
No, tomorrow is not a whole month away.
Well, what's tomorrow?
Oh, Halloween. Oh, because we all because we're crafters, we make things ahead of time.
Oh, I see.
Plus, I'm going to Salem on Saturday, so we're doing a lot of Halloweeny stuff.
You're going to Salem, Mass?
Yeah, you know Salem.
Yeah.
They're having like a festival.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. I love the drippy letters too. And I actually, when I did it, I did an inset instead of an offset. And I'm going to show you how to do that too. All right, everybody. We'll see you again. We'll see you again tomorrow, I hope. And have a great day. And don't forget to do your last minute, put your name in for our giveaway. And then also try your hand at their the creative challenge, the community challenge. Oh, the puppy's saying hi. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. You're still recovering? Oh, Erin is still recovering from COVID. 3 weeks she's had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, everyone. Love you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.